What's up, guys? What's up? Sorry about the previous live stream. It was going for like an hour, but then it cut out. I don't know what happened. I hate when that happens, but we back in here. I'll give some of y'all some time to come in the room because I just went in the other room and let y'all know that I'm starting a new link for the live stream. So y'all come on over. I'll wait about a minute and then we'll go ahead and get started. And if you were on the previous live stream, go ahead and let me know in the comment section, guys. And hopefully Eric is still here, baby. That's some good conversation, man. Some great conversation. Woo! What a day, man. What a day. What's up, guys? I see y'all coming in the room now. Just picking up where we left off, guys. Sorry, the other live stream, it froze on us. I don't know what happened, but y'all forgive me, man. But it did freeze on us. Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the chat section. What up, Sean? Sean, were you just on the last live stream that we had? All right, Marquise, appreciate that. All right, cool. Y'all hit that like button, man. You weren't on it, man. You missed some good talk, Sean. You missed some good talk. The good thing is it froze on us, so we're gonna try to dive right back in. And let's see, Eric, if you're here, let us know, man. We appreciate you starting this dialogue. What up, Carlos? Shout out to you guys. TD Gasenberg is to blame, not Tannehill. He played well. See, in the conversation, Ronald, were you just on our conversation that we were having? Were you just on the live stream right before this one? Let me know, Ronald. Because we ain't even worried about Tannehill no more. That conversation was about Gase and Burt. All right, cool. That's what that conversation is about. Because I think some of y'all tired of hearing me talk about Tannehill anyway. I'm tired of talking about Tannehill because I'm tired of defending the obvious. Man, I hope Eric come back, man. He started a great conversation, man. He started a really good conversation. Good morning. Looking forward to our divisional game this weekend. We all are. I know one thing, like I said in the last stream, guys, if we lose to Buffalo, Stephen Ross better come downstairs and fire Gase on spot in front of the players. In front of the players, man. All right, guys. Picking up where we left off last time, all right? Listen, man. What I was trying to explain, because, Eric was basically saying it's not Gase's fault. It's not Gase's fault. And I agree with a lot of the stuff that Eric was talking about. Eric said, if you really look at the plays, Gase got a good scheme. And I said, yeah, you're right. The point of the matter is, because he blamed the players. And I get that. The players are not executing Gase's scheme. But as a head coach, when the players are not executing your scheme, it's one thing if they're not executing because they're choosing not to. But it's not like they're not trying to and they're trying to execute it and they just can't. See, it's a thing called skill versus will, okay? If it's skill, it's the coach's job to correct it and get them up to speed. If it's will, you got to get rid of the player. You got to get the player out of here. That ain't got nothing to do with coaching. So you have to ask yourself, is the reason why the player's not executing the scheme because they don't have the skill to, or they don't have the will to? And don't get will mistaken with, they don't have the strength will. No. If they got a guy that they're supposed to secure a block on, and they're getting beat by that guy, but they're trying to secure the block, that's not will, because they're trying. It's skill. They don't have what it takes to get it done. So my whole point in saying it is Adam Gase, it ain't got nothing to do with the players, is for the simple fact that these guys are trying to execute the scheme. They just can't. So you have to change the scheme to something they can do. until you can get them better enough to be able to execute your scheme. That's what I was trying to say, Eric. I don't see you in the comment section, so you probably left on the last stream, but you had sparked this conversation. Man, I'm telling you, you're right. Adam Gase has a good scheme. You're right. The players are not executing that scheme. So are we just supposed to stop there and be like, you know, it is what it is. They can't execute the scheme. No, it is a coach's job to where if your players can't execute the scheme because they don't have the skill to, then you have to change the scheme to something they have the skill to do. That's a great coach. That's a great coach. And you keep coaching them and trying to make them better and better until they can execute your scheme. It's fact, man. Gase does not make game adjustments. Well, we know he doesn't. Eric actually brought this up in the last stream. I mean, he kind of revealed it in the last stream. Gase is cookie cutter. I got the scheme. Well, let me grab something, man. Gase, I have the scheme. This scheme works, and I agree your scheme works. I have the scheme. Y'all go execute it. I'm going to call this play. It'll work if you execute it. I'm going to call that play. It'll work if you execute it. But we keep mixing the fact that they can't execute it. You're playing with your reserves. And somebody say, well, that's not Gase's fault. He got a good game plan. He just ain't got the personnel. So what we supposed to just sit back, put our legs up and be like, yeah, we're going to lose this year. We don't have the personnel. No, the coach is supposed to say, okay, well, let me create a scheme that will work with this personnel. What do we do well? What's our strength? Oh, we've been running the ball very well. How can we be more creative in the run and be able to punch it down team's throat? And that's also going to control the tempo of the game. It's going to control the time of possession. All of those things. You don't sit there and say, I got a playbook right here that if we got a top receiver, man, nobody's going to stop us. And then you lose your top receiver and say, I mean, I still got to use this playbook though. I still got to work out of this playbook. No! You find plays in a scheme that's going to work based off of what you got. Get out of here with that, man. You can't sit here and stick to what the playbook and the calls that you have because you see this vision. Your vision should be in line with your personnel, a reality. Doesn't make sense at all. And Eric wanted to defend Gase. It's not Gase's fault. And we said, you know what, Eric? Nobody, and I was glad. Thank y'all for not jumping on Eric. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for doing it respectful, because that's what this channel is. If somebody disagree with us, we don't want to, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, like a lot of channels. No. And I'm glad a lot of y'all were just like me. Y'all were in the comment section. Please explain, Eric, because that's what TD Fans Talk is about. If you got a difference of opinion, we actually get excited when we hear a difference of opinion. Because we wait. Change our thoughts. Come on, let's go. Let's hear it. Because we're waiting on somebody to change our thoughts and be like, man, we didn't think of it that way. That makes sense. But we're going to do the due diligence and go through the process of making you make sense. Talk to us and tell us why we're wrong or why you're right. Or none of us are right or wrong, but tell us your opinion. We might start to consider that. Or we might get evidence down the line. You know what? Remember Eric said that? He was right. But I don't think it was a great case made. At all. Come on, man. We really want our team to do right. This ain't about being reactive every week. Oh, we suck. Oh, we good. Oh, we suck. Oh, and just coming here to have just to be in the community. No, we take pride in this. Let me read some of what y'all talking about, man. Good morning. Looking forward to our divisional game. We know Tannehill is great QB. Gase has a load of work to do. Yes, he does. We need to fire Burke, and Gase is too conservative when the games are on the line. Ronald, I'm done with Burke. Gase is going to have another negative on his resume next year if he don't fire Burke in the offseason. That's what I hate about coaches controlling the coaching staff, the head coach, because it's usually they boys. They know their family and everything. And now you got to, now just think about it. You just take you and your friends, you and your top 4 friends, y'all done started this thing together and it's big. Y'all all making a lot of money. Y'all all having happy families. Y'all having fun. Your wives know each other. And all of a sudden, I got to fire you, homie. Hey, man, you ain't holding up your end of the bargain. You out of here. He ain't going to do it. I can tell you now. Gase ain't going to do it. Gase ain't going to do it. And if he does it, they going to make it seem like Gase probably going to go to Tannenbaum them and be like, I need your help. You know, he's pretty close to me. Can you all say that you directed me to fire him because I want to fire him? I'll respect you if you at least do that, Gates, but you got to fire the man. You got to fire this man. I don't get it. Burke, man, I've been giving you excuses for weeks, but you ain't adjusting the defense. You're just like Gase. We got a system in place. If everybody do their job, then we'll be all right. Well, everybody ain't doing their job. Can you put a system in place that they can do and still make it work? Gosh. What's up, Crispy? Crispy Shade, shout out to you, man. We gonna beat Buffalo, TD. I believe we still in it. Yeah, me too. No, we all good. Don't get me wrong. I'm on here fussing, but we all good. We still gonna get it done. But that don't mean we walk past this. That don't mean we don't hold people accountable. I don't care if we go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. Fire Burke. Fire Burke. Gosh, man. Man, Buffalo is getting destroyed. I agree, Crispy. Sean Smith. You ain't shutting down. That ain't the avatar don't look like Sean Smith that we had at corner. But the season they went to the playoffs on our whole team was hurt, and he still got it done. Because he knew how to make adjustments based off of the team that we did have. College Man 954, Burke is the same way. I just said it. You got it. You got it. Burke is the same way. Cookie cutter. Won't change it up. He just wants to, well, my defense works if they just execute it. You can see he ain't say that. And TD ain't saying that. Burke said that literally. But that's what he's saying through his actions. If they execute, my defense works if they execute. He wasn't supposed to do that. But does his skill level tell you that he's going to do that and make mistakes like that? Then put him in a position where he won't even make that mistake. You just want the perfect player for your system. Ain't no team got the freaking perfect player for their system. All 11 on the field. Ain't no team in the NFL, I don't care how great they are, got all 11 players on the field is the perfect player for their scheme. But I guarantee they put them in position. I don't care if they got to tell the Mike linebacker to help the other linebacker. Hey, he's kind of weak on this, so if you can help, keep an eye on that. I don't care if you got to do that. Gosh. But the season they went, okay, I got that. It's the coach's job to put players in a position to be successful. Exactly, Andres. And that's why I was giving Gase praise in the Chicago game. Brock Osweiler is like 3% completion percentage on passes past 13, 14 yards. So when that Chicago game came and you were bubble screening the hell out of Chicago, I was like, man, that's how you put Brock in the right. Do y'all know that people were raving about Brock like he was Brady? Brock had 3 touchdowns. Y'all was even calling Brock over Tannehill. And I had to straighten y'all out and tell y'all, listen, that ain't impressive to throw 3 one-yard passes that go an average of 60 each for 3 touchdowns. And I can get back there and do that. Hey, Alvin Wilson, do your job. That was Alvin Wilson. The quarterback threw a 1-yard pass. But it made him look good. You know why? Because we put him in the best position to what he can do. Look at Osweiler in any other team. That's why he wasn't successful in those other teams. Houston just puking about Osweiler because they came to find out, oh, man, he's actually not that good, especially when it comes to getting that ball delivered. He's not that good. Oh, my gosh. Because who was it, Denver that he played for, or whoever it was before Houston, that put him in a good position to make him an even high priority quarterback where people wanted him. Put him in a good position, quick dinks and dunks, and making him look like he's poised. He's getting the job done. Do you know if Brock Osweiler would have came out, played against the Chicago Bears, and Tannehill would have came back after that, he would have still been coveted as a quarterback that might have a chance in his league to be a starter? Do you think anybody want Brock to be a starter on their team now? But do you know how crazy that is, that after the Chicago game, if Tannehill would have came back and Brock was a free agent next year, somebody might have actually given him another chance to even be a starter based off of the one game. That's what you call really putting them in the best position possible, making your players successful, even though they aren't what it may seem, what it seems like they are. Come on, man. Destroyed. Oh, man, I just skipped the comments too far. Let me see. Somebody said, destroyed, won last 2 games. Allen is 3-2 in games he has started and finished. Second place defense. We will see. I don't know what you're talking about, Believer. Elaborate so I can understand. I just didn't understand the comment. Maybe I'm missing it. If Gates gets fired, I won't lose any sleep. If Gates get fired, I might get more sleep. Again, I'm not calling for the man job yet, but I tell you what, he act up in Buffalo. This is the Fire Gates channel. It turns into TD Fire Gates talks. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I was rooting for you guys against the Colts. Believe it or not. This is a bit okay. Believer Talk is a Bills fan. So you were talking about the Bills earlier with Allen. All right, that makes sense. Destroyed, won last 2 games. So you're basically saying we're not going to destroy the Bills. All right, hey, that's fair. And welcome, man. Thanks for joining us today, man. Had a couple people pick the Colts in our survivor pool. And we should have won that game. Did you watch that game, Believers Talk? Let me know. I probably won't get down to your comment for a while because I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up. Adam Gase needs to help the team understand his scheme better. I don't think that's the problem. I think the team actually understands his scheme. But the personnel, like whenever Eric was saying it's the players, there are some players that aren't skilled enough to execute his scheme very well. It's like asking a replacement. I mean, think about it. And y'all also got to understand this. We can run Adam Gase's. All it takes is one player to screw the whole scheme up. Adam Gase calls his play and run the scheme. The receivers open like they're supposed to do. The quarterback is back there ready to pass like it's supposed to. Adam Gase's scheme is working. But guess what? Laramie Tunsil went out the game 2 plays ago because he got a little beat up, and that left tackle was boo-boo trash to fool. And when Tannehill's about to execute the play, oh my gosh, they yoke his arm. And Tannehill is out for 5 weeks. 6 because of the bye. They yoke his arm and he's out 5 weeks. That don't mean they weren't executing his scheme. That means one bum over here on the left that's supposed to replace the starter didn't get it done. So the point that we were talking about with Eric was, I understand what you mean when it's the players. That one bum messed it all up. But if that bum is going to stay out there, you can't run that play. I mean, look at the plays in that game with Cincinnati. We were right there in the game. Will Tannehill get it done? Play after play after, like it was glaring, y'all. It's not like Tunsil went out and it was like, the replacement got beat. 5 plays later, the replacement got beat. We might be able to deal with that. Oh, man, they getting us over there. But no, Tunsil goes out. First play, replacement gets beat. Second play, replacement gets beat really bad. Oh, clean hit on Tannehill. Third play, oh, my gosh, his shoulder. That's what we're saying. We know that the scheme was good, but the players aren't executing. So that's what I said earlier when I said I agree with you, Eric, in regards to it's not Gase in those regards where it's players. But now Gase is being insane when he knows This is the deficiency we have, and that deficiency is not going to allow the scheme to work. You got to change the scheme then. What, you going to keep on running it? Oh, it's supposed to work. He's just not doing his job. All right, now, like a little 3-year-old, 4-year-old. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch the play I call. Look, I just called another play. He was wide open. The quarterback ready, and he let it happen. He let it happen. And he just keep on doing that pouting. I mean, he ain't literally pouting on the sideline like that. But based off of what Eric is saying, that's what you're basically saying. That Gates is supposed to stick with the same scheme, knowing that he don't even got time to execute that scheme because of the deficiencies we have. Matt Burke is supposed to stick with the same scheme on defense, covering everything, but knowing that the talent in the middle of the line cannot stop the run from getting from the first level to the second. But we're supposed to stay in that same scheme and keep on saying, it ain't our fault the defensive tackles can't win a battle. I mean, if they win the battle, my play works. But they're not winning it. Exactly. Fire them, right? No. As a coach, you have to know what works and what doesn't with the personnel you have. And if you know it's not going to work with the personnel, stop doing it. Change the scheme. It's just common sense. Man. What you talking about, man? If Gase, let me see. Do you think Tannehill would be our starting quarterback next season? He better be. And if he isn't, that's a shame. We're headed down the drain, guys. And you know what? And here's what I hate the most, guys. When we do stuff like that, like Tannehill won't be the quarterback next year, right? And then somehow, miraculously, right, we'll have this season where we go 10-6 next year without Tannehill, and we'll make the playoffs and lose in the first round. And we'll be like, see, I told you we should have got rid of Tannehill, but you're missing the fact that no. And we can have mediocre play, just like, I don't care what quarterback we bring in. It can be the same level as Tannehill. But the next player might actually get to benefit off of a team that finally wasn't hurt. But say we don't have no injuries next year, we go 10-6 without Tannehill, and the quarterback play is just the same, we will act like the quarterback play was better than Tannehill to justify it. And we won't even bring up the fact that, well, we haven't had no injuries this year. The offensive line has been there to block for them. It'll be easier for us to move on from Tannehill, and then next you know, the following season, we right back in the rut again. And then the year after that, we're in the rut again. And then the year after that, we're talking about, no, remember that first year when X quarterback came in when we got rid of Tannehill? We know he can do it. We know he can do it. And then we get in the rut again. And then we lose again. And then we get more bad play calling. And then now, finally, 7 years later, you want to call on that new quarterback to be the exit when he wasn't the problem either. Maybe he was the problem all the time. But this is what we do. This is what we do. And not see that Tannehill isn't the issue. He's not the issue, y'all. He's not. Oh, man. Let's see, where we at? We're a loving football family here. Love it, Jersey. Let's see. I think it will be a close game. That is all I'm saying. To think we will get destroyed may be a stretch. Dolphins should win the game this weekend. See, we got a Bills fan saying that we should win the game this weekend, y'all. That's why I say if we lose this game, Stephen Ross better come out of that booth, come down in the locker room while everybody's showering, mad and everything, and look Adam Gase right in the face and say, you are fired. Clean out his office in front of the players. We got a Bills fan even recognizing from a talent standpoint, we should even win this game. He don't believe that it's going to be a blowout. I don't believe that either, but you know me, talking the way I am, I'm a fan. We're going to kill the Bills, of course. But at the end of the day, it don't get no realer than that. Bill Lever talk is telling you he's a Bills fan. It don't get no realer than that. Appreciate you coming on here being honest. Man, Gates going to let Burke get him fired. You might be right. No, Gates going to let Burke get both of them fired. Gates going to let Burke get both of them fired. Matter of fact, and I'm going to be so pissed if Gates because if Gates is out of there, somebody else might come in and actually fire Rizzi too. unfortunately, because it ain't the new guy's guy. And that ain't cool, man. Rizzy, man. All right, man. Everybody got a plan defensively until they get punched in the mouth. You're right, Ronald. And then you change that plan until you stop getting punched in the mouth. But no. My plan worked. It's just we getting punched in the mouth because they're not putting their hands up to block it. And they don't be, that's on them. That's how I feel like. We keep coming out here like we just need to execute our schemes. When are we going to realize in certain areas of our team we can't execute it because of the injuries? Or we can execute it, but not at the level we need. Come on, man. Josh Allen is no Andrew Luck. So our safeties and corners should have an interception or two this week. Now, I agree with that. We should be able to pick Buffalo off a few times. We still up on the top in the league with takeaways. We just don't turn them takeaways into points. I was on a Brocktober train. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people was, Jersey. And then when I went, man, some of y'all, not you particularly, but some of y'all would beat me up when I would tell y'all, chill. You are wrong. You are wrong. I was telling y'all that after the Chicago game. Like the day after. I was like, man, I hope we do get a Brocktober, but y'all chill. Trust me. Brock ain't finna keep this up. But you know what? Gates could have made me eat crow if he would have put Brock in the right situations. I do believe that. Do you think Xavier Howard will make the Pro Bowl? I think so. If he continues to ball out the way he's been balling out, he should make it. He should make it. The league, but we got to get some more wins, man. That we can't sit here and ignore. Man, if we get in the playoffs, he's making it. If we just miss the playoffs and we get a narrative of certain players on the defense kept them alive this season with all the injuries, he'll make it. But if we don't make the playoffs and they don't give us no narrative but the same one they normally give, they're going to snuff this man. They're going to snuff him out. But he needs to finish this season the way he's been playing. He needs to finish it that way. And I would love to see X go to the Pro Bowl, man. I would love that. He was Peyton's backup in Denver. Yes, he was. And then he got a shot, and they put him in a good position. Tannehill, highest running yards this year in NFL for QB. What do you mean, Vic? Vic Mackey? Tannehill, highest running yards this year in the NFL for a quarterback. I don't think so. I think the new running back at who is it, Baltimore, that actually got maybe elaborate on what you're saying. After the loss to the Colts, the media blamed Tannehill not being the spark we needed. What do you think about that? I've been talking about it for 2 days. It's really gotten under my skin that they flipped this on Tannehill. Go back and look at the Dolphin team. Go look at the last 2 days. I've been talking about. People have been telling me I'm Tannehill out. Let's get off of Tannehill now. I've been talking about Tannehill the last 2 days so much that people told me let's get off of Tannehill now. Let's stop talking about Tannehill. This channel is talking about Tannehill too much because I saw that headline. And it irked me, and I was just like, how do we? And no, what irked me more is going on Twitter and Instagram and other YouTube channels, and I can't believe the Dolphin fans are even repeating the crap as if it's true. As if it's true. And then they mixed it with the narrative, Gates don't trust Tannehill. Nobody ever said that, but that's the conclusion they brought out of it, which was all fake. To make Tannehill look even worse. It's ridiculous, man. They got a personal attack against this man. Was at the Bills game this past weekend, so watched a little on my phone on the way home, but didn't get to see the whole thing. Man, you probably only got to see the debacle, the bad part. Evan Sherman, Gates needs to step up. Who are you telling? Hell, and if he can't step up, next man up. Where Rizzy? Rizzy look nice with the word interim in front of his name. Gosh. I know, Vic. Boo-boo trash. Do better play calling. I agree, Evan. First time here. I'm enjoying this. Got to be subjective. We can hate on Sunday. Exactly. You know what? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's believe Bill. I see. I got to put emphasis on Bill Lever's talk. You spot on, man. Do you do YouTube yourself for the Buffalo Bills? Do you have a YouTube channel where you give Buffalo commentary? Let me know. Pro Under Pressure laughing. Facts TD. Kid be tripping. Can't make this up, man. I'm with you, TD. Gates needs to learn real quick that he needs to change his scheme, especially if something happens to one of the players. Not just one. Here's the thing. I won't get on him so much if, okay, it happened to one player. It happened to two players. It happened to three players. It happened to four. Oh, it happened to five. Oh, it happened to six. It happened to seven. But God dog it, it's happened to eight. It's happened to nine. It's happened to 10. It's happened to 11. It's happened to 12. It's happened to 13 plus players. And you ain't changing. Let me keep moving, man. All right, Gase needs to go if we lose to the Bills in the rest of the games. Ross, sucker, he ain't gonna fire Gase yet. I know, Adam. He already gave him the vote of confidence. And that's why I'm mad at Ross for going to him 2 weeks ago, telling him, keep your head up and keep grinding. That was a vote of confidence, man. That was a vote of confidence. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I might have some breaking news stuff. Make sure it's not just a troll putting something out there. Oh, never mind. All right. Speculation. All right. Ross a sucker. He ain't gonna fire Gase yet. I know, man. He gave this man a vote of confidence, and that irked me when I heard it. At first, I was like, that's good. Put him at ease. Make sure he's not nervous because he keep calling bad plays. Maybe that'll loosen him up. But all it did is made him tighter. Can you please shout out to my friend Nick Gers? Shout out Nick Gers, man. Is Nick Gers subscribed to the channel? If not, make sure they subscribe to the channel, man. Tell him it's TD Fans Talk. We love him. Tell him to come on over and join the family. He better be a Dolphins fan. 7 years of mediocrity, and people still think Tannehill is a franchise quarterback. All right, we got another one, y'all. Scant dollar. So tell me something. What has Tannehill done wrong to not be a franchise quarterback? If you want to play this game, we can do it today. But I'm going to keep on going in the comment section. But we talk about elaboration over here. We don't like just generalized comments that don't explain why you feel that way. Come on, baby. Give us the reasons. Give us facts, man. That's what we look for. We're open over here. We're not over here. You're stupid. You're wrong. This and that. Hey, you got to give it to us. You can't just throw out general statements without anything to back it up and expect for us to care or listen. Tell us why. The floor is yours. Let me keep going in the meantime. And when you make your comment, if you do, say this is from earlier because I'm so behind on the comments. When I get to you, I might have forgotten that I even told you to. All right, LOL TD, you killing me with the laughter today. Man, hey, am I wrong, No Jersey? Man, Believers Talk. So question, when it comes to firing a coordinator, is that a head coach's direction or does the coach go to GM and say this guy not working? Then they decide. The coach can say it and he tell a GM, I fired him. I'm bringing somebody else in. And they say, okay, well, just make sure it's with the budget that you have. It is what it is. Tannehill playing equals completion after completion. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Rudy, that's my point exactly. Like, what does Tannehill do wrong? What has Tannehill caused us? And then we want to act like, oh, well, he threw 2 picks that game. Give me a quarterback. Give me any elite quarterback that ain't throw 2 picks in a game. And Tannehill, in some cases, got better completion percentages than the elite ones. We just so enamored with the elite ones because they have close games and the coaches put the game in their hand and they deliver. But we're gonna get mad at Tannehill because he has close games and the coach don't put it in his hand and deliver. And that's Tannehill's fault somehow. And then these same teams got offensive lines that can go to the Pro Bowl any year. The Chiefs put Tannehill behind their O-line. It may, and this is what I keep on conceding to for all you people who think that I'm just Tannehill lovers. I'm just a realist in my opinion, right? I keep conceding to you guys. I say, put Tannehill in Kansas City with that O-line. It may not be as good as what they have right now, but they still playoff worthy and still can make a run with Tannehill behind the center. Put Tannehill in New England. It ain't going to be as good as Brady, but they still would be a playoff team and still be a threat. So please don't be that hater of Tannehill so much that all you heard was Tannehill make them a playoff team and be a threat. And that's all you heard. And then ignore the fact that I said it still won't be as good as Brady. I concede to that. But he still would be playoff worthy and a threat to win it. Put him in on those teams with those O-lines. But y'all won't do that. You won't do that. You'll just stick to what you want to say. Let me move on, man. Where we at? Nah, Rizzy will still be there if he want to. He's too good to let go. I understand that, College Man 954, but once again, when a new coach come in, yeah, he's too good not to, but they bring their guys. They bring their guys in, man. It would be a travesty for a new coach to do that. So I know what you're saying. He's too good. It would be ridiculous. That'll be the first. Matter of fact, we'll get a new coach. They'll get rid of Rizzy, and we'll already have a tick mark of negative on him. Be like, that was a bad move. But he don't know the guy. He don't know the guy. He doesn't know the guy. He might come in and be like, that ain't Rizzy. That's the personnel. Just got some great athletes. You know how this goes, man. We should put Rizzy as head coach. Why they keep talking about getting rid of Tannehill? He is not the issue. Bad defense and crap O-line, crap talent over the years. Finally, we get amazing team. Then injuries came. JD, because it's easy to use Tannehill as a scapegoat. And when he has an injury like he does, it's even easier. It's easier. You think the media, the main media that's up in Gates' face all day, want to be ripping him all day? They the ones got to ask him the question. Think about it. Then let it get back to Gates that reporter right there has talked so bad about you, even if it's justified. You think Gates want to care about his question? You think Gates want to invite them to the practices and have them on the field talking to players or this and that and this? Trust me, coaches get nasty with the media too. They use their power to their discretion to try to maybe they can't lock everybody out, but they do certain things. But media want to be looked at in the good graces. They want to have the exclusive. They want to have the inside. They always want to be good with the coach. Y'all go look at history. Media don't really come down hard on coaches like that. Even when it's obvious, they may do that part. Like they'll make an article. Fans are not happy with Gase about this one. See, they won't say Gase did not show up. Like if Tannehill does something, Tannehill not the answer. They're direct. But let it be Gase. Fans are not happy about this one. A lot of people are saying that it's Gase. And some people are saying that Tannehill couldn't get it done. You see what I mean? That they're creative and not causing tension so that they can still be in good graces. I mean, TD recognize all this stuff. I ain't no fool. That's why Tannehill is now and will always be the narrative. The only good thing Tannehill got going on his side is the fact that Gase, at least respectably enough, comes out, and I don't believe it's because, what do you expect him to say? It's his quarterback. No, Gase comes out and defends Tannehill, and the thing that I do appreciate about Gase defending Tannehill, at least he gives logical reason on why it's not Tannehill's fault. Gase will easily come out in the press conference. Well, what do you think Tannehill could have done this better? And Gase will be like, I don't care what quarterback is back there. If you're not doing this and doing that, any quarterback can be back there and they're going to get destroyed. Gase said it 2 days ago. It is unfair that we put our quarterback in situations to where the pocket collapses or he has to roll out. But the haters won't mention that. They will not repeat Gase's words when he say that. They will not talk about that. They won't quote Adam Gase on that. Because it gives Tannehill a pass. And it's a pass that shouldn't even need to be given. Go ask the question the other day. Do you think you were limited in your play calling because of Tannehill coming back from injury? Gase looked at a person stupid. Gase said, I didn't even think about his injury. That was not a factor. I didn't even consider his injury in the game. You see, now you see what I'm talking about when it comes to the narrative they want to drive? Let me move on, man. I'm getting behind on these comments. I'm trying to hit everybody. Man, everyone wants to blame the QB when the team's losing. It's sad. I can't say it enough, man. Rudy Ramos, didn't Tannehill have the highest passer rating and quickest release time of all quarterbacks in the league first 3 weeks before O-line went down? See, what you just said are lost stats, Rudy. They love losing those stats. Those can show up right on their desk. No. Like this is what they'll do. This is what they'll do. Hey, I got some good news for you. This is what the media do. This is exactly what they'll do, okay? It'll say, didn't Tannehill have the highest passing rating and quickest release time of all QBs all QBs in the league first 3 weeks before O-line went down? Come here, secretary. Burn that. And they keep writing their article. Tannehill just not the answer in Miami. They're just typing away. Tannehill not the answer in Miami. He is not enough to get this team to win. They need to move on at the position. And do you know that Tannehill is better than half of this league? But they want us to go in the draft. You know why? They want a new, exciting story. They want a new, because they know they can't get on Gase. They know they can't get on Burke because that's Gase's guy. So they need a new, fresh story. And all they can talk about is personnel. We brought in Miami Dolphins, bring in Ndamukong Suh to bolster their this and that. Will it be enough? Miami Dolphins, this and that. They just need the narratives. Miami Dolphins, first round, goes after their QB. They look for changes this year. They have moved. They need a new narrative. They need a new story. They know they can't get it where it's supposed to be gotten. So they're going to use a scapegoat, and it's unfair to this man. But I do appreciate Gase for recognizing that and not dogging this man. But it scares me that the more that it shows that it's Gase, that I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden it comes down to Gase starting to flip on Tannehill. And here's why I say that. Tannehill can have great games let me not say great. Let me say Tannehill can have a game just like he just had. To me, it was great, but I'm trying to be neutral in this because there's a lot of people that disagree. Tannehill can have the game he just had, and Gase can keep calling these boo-boo plays for 4 more games, right? And let that last game against Buffalo. So just hypothetically say that's going to decide for us to get in the playoffs, right? Tannehill can have an amazing game. And the game is on the line in the last drive. Nobody's open, but Tannehill takes a chance and throws a pick. But it's the last play. Say it's just a desperation. It has to be done. At the end of the day, we either make the play or we lose and we go home. And we lose and we go home. And we recognize that there was also bad play calling in that game. I'm going to tell you now. It's unfair for me to say this, but I want to say it, so I'm going to say it. Gase might flip on Tannehill right then and there at the end of the season. I don't want to lose my job. Or, hey, we didn't Gase will do something like this, come up to the podium. We had a chance to win it, and I think we just didn't get the quarterback play that we wanted. Oh my God. Do you know what that line would do? We didn't get the quarterback play we wanted at the end of the game. Do you know what that line would do? Oh my gosh. Do you understand the uproar that will come? I've been telling you know how many people will come back to this channel, the ones that unsubscribe because they have a difference of opinion, which is crazy to me. That's the problem with the world today. People who have a difference of opinion can't be around people because they have a difference of opinion. They can't coexist. It's ridiculous to me. But those same people, they will find this channel again. I've been telling you this. This is why I unsubscribed to your channel. You never knew what you was talking about. I told you all this time, Tannehill can't close, and he the reason. See, and we can go back and look at the film and see nobody was open. Everybody was double covered and everything. And it's the end of the game. I got to take a chance. And he throws a pick to end the game. I'm giving you a narrative, a bad narrative for Tannehill, and tell y'all how to end. I think Gase will flip on and make a subtle line. We put it in the quarterback's hand and, we had a chance to win and we didn't get the play we needed. Do you know what that would do? Oh my gosh, man. It would be the final straw justified for all the haters that I told you for years it was Tannehill. He can't get it done. Can't get it done. And that's what hurts me, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Let's keep going, man. All right, all right. If you're new here, welcome. And please hit that like button. Thank you, Jersey. Yes, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, guys. Alex B, I hope we can sweep the Bills, win that Pats game. We can't lose that Jags game. I agree. And I see you left off that one game that I'm more concerned about than anything, Alex. And that's the Minnesota Vikings. I don't care what nobody say. That's the game I'm concerned about. That'll be a huge win if we can get it done. I'm a little nervous about it, but we shall see, man. We need Packers defensive coordinator. That's what Matthew said. He's Packers defensive coordinator, so he ain't even available. Yeah, I have a channel, do a lot of live stuff. I do live stream commentary and play-by-play during the game too. Man, Believers Talk, just hit me up, man. Maybe we can do a collab at some point for our subscribers. You get a Dolphin fan talking, and then you talk, and we do a video together. You let me know, Believers. You know what would be cool, Believers? If we can figure out a way to set up where we double stream a live stream of the game. Now that would be crazy. All your fans on your stream, they see me and you. All the subscribers, the TD Fans Talk, see me and you, and we talking during the game and we going at it. That would be epic. We need to figure out something like that. We may not be able to get it this week, but maybe me and you, we can work together and do something for the last game of the season. And hopefully it's competitive for my team because it's over for y'all. Y'all are done. All right. But that would be pretty cool, man. Gay's too stubborn for his own good. Tell me about it, man. Believers Talk. You are now my official Dolphins YouTube channel, trying to get one for every team. New subscriber. I appreciate it, Believer. You know I'm gonna come check you out too, for sure, man. What else we got? If we can't finish out the the season 4-1, there's no way. I think you mean rest of the season 4-1. There's no way we're gonna make that 6th spot. I agree, Alex. I agree. That's why I've been telling people, chill. We still got room to actually lose one more. But we have to take care of business against Buffalo twice. We got to beat the Jags. And I don't care which order it comes in with the Pats or in the Vikings. We just need to definitely win one of those games. Okay? I don't care what order it comes in, but we need to win one of those games. Because the Colts don't have a great the easiest schedule coming up. And the Ravens definitely don't. All right. Oh, I agree. Tanny did very well last week. If anyone blames Tannehill for last game, they are delusional. There are a lot of delusional people, OZ863. I've been on the record saying this, man, and I got this from one of my favorite rappers, man. They said common sense ain't common at all. Common sense ain't common at all. And that is so true. I'm realizing it is so true, man. If we lose to the Bills, someone needs to be fired, of course. By TD. All right, Christy Shea. Yeah, he's going to be a free agent next year. Andres, you talk about the coach. If so, then, I mean, why wouldn't the Packers re-sign him? Carlos, Favela, everyone just wants a new QB, but they need to look what happened when we went 6-10 last season. We might do worse without Tannehill. I agree. And they don't realize how hard it is to find a good QB. The odds of your next QB, the odds are in favor of them not being as good as Tannehill. The odds are in favor of them not being as good as Tannehill. Do you realize that Tannehill's been the best quarterback we've had since Marino? And I know I'm not missing, and that's 19 quarterbacks. 19. The odds, man, I'm rough. I need to go from here. The odds are whoever we bring in will not be as good as Tannehill. And y'all think just because he a first-round pick, that makes a difference. Why don't we just go get Sam Darnold then? What if last year that's what would have happened? It would have been Sam Darnold, who got picked off 4 times last time we played him. 2 times the time. He got more film on us against him, and he still doubled the interceptions. 4 times. 4 interceptions. 4. And guess what? Those 4 didn't even come out of, oh, we're behind so much in this desperation, I got to try to make something happen. No. Those games were tight until like the last 3-4 minutes where we ran it up because of his mistakes. 4. But y'all want to go in the draft and get a new quarterback. Oh, y'all want to go get your Sam Darnold, huh? Not Sam Darnold, but you want to go get your Sam Darnold caliber player. Because remember him coming out. I heard Dolphin fans, man, we should have got Sam Darnold. Man, we should have got Baker Mayfield. How is all of those turning out? And supposedly these teams got the team around them now. Good teams around them, supposedly. Especially the Browns, we're about to make history. We're going to do something special this year. Oh, my gosh. I'm killing myself. Oh, man, we got the weapons. We done brought Landry in. We got a solid old line, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my gosh. And our fan base literally wants to bring that next guy in, not realizing that not only are the odds not in favor of us getting somebody better than Tannehill, but they are drastically not in favor of us getting somebody better than Tannehill. Look at the rest of this NFL. Look at it. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb because some of y'all will argue, no, TD, you tripping. We can go get a Cam Newton right now. With this team, look at what Cam Newton's doing with his team. Are they shaking the world up? They're playing like they're the Miami Dolphins with Tannehill. If not worse. Go ahead. Well, go ahead and get hell, as far as I care, you can get Andrew Luck. Oh, no, you tripping now, TD. Didn't we pick him off twice? Tannehill ain't get picked. But guess what? His coach put him in the right position. But if he was in Miami, do you know how that would have went? But y'all want to ignore that. All y'all want to do is hear Tannehill versus Luck. That's all y'all want to hear. Y'all want to debate names. Y'all want to debate names versus debate the name with that team, the name in that system, the names in those play calls. All y'all want to do is debate names. Brady versus Tannehill. TD, that's disrespectful for you to even put their name together. But put Tannehill in New England. I conceded. He will not be Brady in New England, but he would be playoff bound. If New England never seen a Brady and all they saw was a Tannehill, New England would be defending Ryan Tannehill. Hey, man, it's not right. We get to the playoffs every year. We have a solid team. We just got – let me move on. Fins up, y'all. Fins up, Andres. Believers talk. The only reason why I think Tannehill can't be a franchise quarterback is because of age and injury history. He is in his 30s now, I think, but think he is a good quarterback, just bad luck. I would disagree, Bill Lever, because you got to look at the rest of the league. Look at what these guys are playing to. That's what the league is trying to do. They want these quarterbacks to have longer careers. See, for quarterbacks, the line isn't 30 anymore. The beginning line of age is 36. The beginning line of age is 36 for quarterbacks now. 30-year quarterbacks ain't no different from 25-year-old quarterbacks in this league now. So when people talk about the age, he's 30 now, why are you throwing that out as if this man has lost a step or something? Like anything you see that he's done has something to do with age. This league is protecting quarterbacks now. That's why Brady going to play till he's 40. Breeze going to play till probably after that. I mean, all these guys are going to delete when they're going to play even longer. The only reason the other ones don't make it that long is because the team just wants to move on overall. It has nothing to do with their age. When it comes to quarterbacks now, in this era, age has nothing to do with it. The new line of scrimmage is about 35, 36 years old. And that line of scrimmage is actually longer is just the start of it for some of these guys. And if you look at it, Tannehill has actually had less injuries than a lot of the quarterbacks in the league now. I keep on saying Tannehill only had 2 injuries. I know we keep saying 3. Tannehill only had 2 injuries. One of them was the same one because they didn't do it right the first time, having surgery. They should have had surgery the first time. It's on record. He should have had surgery the first time. If he had surgery first time, it's on record that the same issue wouldn't have happened unless it was a brand new situation that caused it. Remember how the second time happened? He wasn't even touched in practice. He wasn't even touched in practice, which proved he should have had surgery the first time. He wasn't even touched in practice. So people want to call that 2 injuries. That's 1 for me. It's just longer than the norm. Because remember, he didn't even play that season. So it's just an extended injury. 1 injury, same issue. And then the shoulder. We say everybody's seen the replay. He done caught back. You see he about to launch that ball. And if you go look at the replay, oh my gosh, he had his guy. That's the same game, Cincinnati game. Laremy Tunsil went out with an injury, and whoever that bum was over there, I forgot his number, 73, 74, something like that. Whoever that bum was over there who got beat 4 times in a row, I'm not exaggerating, killed 4 times in a row. Tannehill back to pass, cuts back, on his way forward, just halted. No, you're not going forward. Just imagine that. You're about to sling your arm and you done already released to let it all go, and it just instantly has to stop and get pulled back. I mean, ain't no question why he got hurt. But we all have for some reason, we constitute that as injury prone. Do you know that would have happened to almost any quarterback in the NFL? Almost any one of them? If the same exact situation happened? No, I didn't see quarterbacks throwing and people hit the arm. This wasn't a hit. This was a follow through and a rejection. They didn't hit it and it stopped them. No, they brought it back. It's just like straight resistance. Any quarterback in the league would have went down, would have got hurt, would have, even if it wasn't as bad, sore, whatever. But we call him injury prone. The first hit directly, we saw it. He backed the pass and the man taking his knee out, which the league should have did more about that too. But you also notice that's why the league is being quarterback friendly. They cutting all that crap out. But we saw the direct hit to his leg. Direct hit. Any quarterback that took that hit might have been out. This ain't an injury where he's running and he tears his ACL. This ain't an injury where it's nothing like that, like direct hits. The hit to the knee. But he's injury prone all of a sudden. Like, I don't get where people, like how do people conclude their findings? It's to the life of me. It really, like, leaves me with. But then I also recognize some people are just fans. They see, no one in this world anymore is required to look for facts. The only thing they're required to do is look at the surface. I saw it, it happened. Draw my conclusion, that's what it was because I saw it with my own eyes, don't care what nobody else thinks, and they move on with their life with that implanted in their head. I'm saying nobody, but most people in this world today have no idea what attributables are. The things that cause other things to happen. All they care about is what they see on the surface. This is actually, in my opinion, it's like a sickness because it started in our country as soon as the internet came. Everything's so fast-paced, information. If I pull my phone up right now and it says Tannehill out for season, even me, in some cases, oh my gosh. But at least I'm smart enough to be like, I got to read this. Please be a troll. Just like the little headline I got a while ago, I was like, that was speculation from a trade or something that I saw in the NBA. It was speculation. But people will look at a headline, Anthony Davis might be headed to Los Angeles. And it may not be no works to that, but yet people will be like, hey, you heard the news? They bringing Anthony Davis to Los Angeles. You see how it changed from might be to, did you hear the news? They bringing Anthony Davis to Los Angeles. They trying to get that done now, and they slightly put that trying to get it done right now. This is what society has turned into for people. We don't search facts. If we see it on the news, if we see it, if we read it, if we see a picture, if it's a fact. You know how many people I've argued with about certain issues? They'd be like, oh, this is that. I'd be like, what are you talking about? It's a fact. I saw it on the news. I'd be like, hey, show me where you saw that at. You know, and they can't, they find it and be like, no, they said it could be. Well, no, that's real. I mean, if you don't believe that, you tripping. I be like, man, this world, boy, they are really and it's unfair. They are messing. The world is messing with people's heads. The internet is messing with people's heads. They are believing people's opinions. People are turning opinions into facts, y'all. I try to educate people all the time to tell them opinions are not facts. Opinions should be researched. Like I think it's lazy for humans to like don't get me wrong, I have my own opinions, but at least I say, hey, this is just my opinion, don't make it a fact. But people are too lazy to try to turn their opinion into a fact. Do you know how to turn an opinion into a fact? You make the opinion, you go do your research and find facts to back it up. Because opinions are theories, guys, on why something is happening. Educate, hypothesis. If you want to go back to elementary, hypothesis, educate a guess. That's what an opinion is. But we just want to, well, that's my opinion. Well, that's agree to disagree. But we are too lazy these days to take our opinion, go find the facts, because you might shock yourself when you go find the facts, because your opinion might even change. That's the crazy part about it. And then when you look up and you find yourself turning into this person who seeks facts about everything that they believe, and then they notice some of the stuff that they believe is actually factual and they have the proof behind it, the statistics and the data, and then some of the stuff they said, I can't even believe I believe that. And then when you go out in this world and you hear people saying stuff out of their mouth that they so heartily believe, and you have the facts to back up why that is totally false, and then you try to help them, not disrespect them. You're not disrespecting them. You go out to help them and tell them, well, here's what I found. I want you to read this and look at this. Here's data from the labor statistic or whatever you're looking at, right? And they're like, it don't matter. That's just how. And then they mad at you. And everything with our team with the Miami Dolphins, I try to deliver stuff that I look up to have a logical sounding reason of why I believe what I believe. And people get mad at me. They get mad at me because I disagree with their opinion. And it's one thing to disagree with me, but then they start hating me and being mean in the comment section. Y'all don't see all the comments that come through that's hateful that I have to delete. I don't delete anything unless it's hateful. Y'all don't see it all. It's crazy. We need to start respecting each other's opinions, even if we disagree. Matter of fact, I had a conversation to see why people think the way they do. You see what me and Eric did earlier? Eric had an opinion. I disagreed, but we opened the floor to allow Eric to elaborate. And I actually got a chance to see exactly what Eric was talking about, and he was right. But then I was also able to express what I felt that Eric wasn't seeing as well. And he said in the comment section, I see what you mean. He still maintained a disagreement about some of the things, but we still ended it with respect. But we don't do that these days, and that's why there's so much friction, so much disagreements, people not liking each other. But TD love all y'all. I love all y'all, man. Just a little sidebar, man. That's the reality, man. At the end of the day, what I say about the Miami Dolphins, you do not have to agree with. But hopefully I'm providing some facts behind what I'm saying to get your mind and understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. You still ain't got to agree, but at least consider it, because I consider everything y'all say. I tell you why I disagree sometimes, but I consider it. Trust me, all right? Your opinion is not ignored over here. Let's see, man, y'all done been commenting, man. I'm gonna have to skip a lot of these, man. TD, honestly, I've seen almost every position change except quarterback. We let go Pro Bowl players, but keep average yes men and call it culture change. Every player is different and should be coached that way. Now, I would agree with that wholeheartedly, J. Rose, and here's why. Because don't get me wrong, I didn't mind getting rid of Landry, because my reason for getting rid of him was solely salary. Sue, solely salary. Who else did we have? Ajayi. I was happy we got rid of Ajayi because I didn't trust Ajayi's longevity in this NFL, because he's reckless. And what I mean by that, he runs so hard, he has total disregard for his own safety. And in this NFL, he's going to take just enough hits by some linebackers that's going to make it. He's been in a concussion protocol a few times. And I didn't like that. I didn't like, you see what Gore does? Patience, picking his battles. That's what I'm all about. That's kind of why I didn't like the Ajayi. That's why I didn't mind the Ajayi thing. So, but as far as us, as far as those players itself, getting rid of certain people because of attitudes and stuff like that, that's all coaching too. That's all coaching too. A great leader. See, you know, there's different definitions of leaders in this world. The one that has always followed me and I've always recited my entire life. My definition of leadership: someone who can enlist the aid of others to accomplish a common task. So it's not about you. It's not about any individual. It's no one bigger than the group. And also, you can get everybody to buy into what you're doing to accomplish not what you want to accomplish, but to accomplish what we all want to accomplish, a common task. Someone who enlists the aid of others to accomplish a common task. That's a real leader. And I question that in our locker room, the leadership, from coaches, even some players, as far as how much of a leader they are. So at the end of the day, I see exactly what you mean whenever you say we let go Pro Bowlers but keep average yes man and call it a culture change. Every player, this line, every player is different and should be coached that way. That was that was a fact, J. Rose. Every player is different and should be coached that way. But you know what? I'm starting to realize everything about the Miami Dolphins organization is cookie cutter and accountability. Here's my scheme. Execute it. If you don't execute it, you're not the one. Versus adjusting what you're doing to fit the individual, versus motivating that player a different way than you're motivating that player, because that's the type of player they are. And that comes with relationship with coaches and players. You don't have to be giggly, be their best friend, but you got to have a relationship with your players. You got to talk to your players. You got to earn their respect. You know, I wonder if the coach is coming out there on the field, hey, how's your family? What's going on with your family? You know, everybody doing good? Hey, you should bring them out here sometime. I don't see them a lot, man. We'd love to see them. Just general stuff to open up that. Just open that up with your players. Well, you know, they couldn't come last time that we allowed family members. Bring them tomorrow. I'll let everybody know. Do you think you can do that, or sometime next week? You know, I think you're a huge part of this franchise, and I just want to make sure your family's ingrained in that too. We want to see them. You know, we want to see them. You know, just making your players feel good about playing for you. And then whenever you get on them about something they're not doing, hey, baby, you're a big part of this franchise. You see what you're doing right here on film? You got to be able to execute that. Your blank technique or your whatever this and that was just sloppy. How can we get that better? They're more receptible. They're like, well, I mean, you make point. That's where versus you're not doing your job. Like all these hard knocks, I see coaches in there for the cameras cursing the players off. We're tired of this crap. No, these grown men coach the right way. All that yelling need to come at game day before the game and talking about the other freaking team. These players should believe in you 100% because they know you believe in them. They know you believe in them. Let me move on, man. Let me move on. I'm tired of running this franchise, man. All right, man. What up, John? Welcome, man. John Malone, man. It's the homie. Baker actually doing good, and Baker won Ted to come to Miami. Matthew, you say Baker is doing good. Baker done had his moments too. I've seen some good glares from Baker, but what I'm saying is, has it been better than Tannehill? And let's talk about Tannehill when he's healthy, not that Tannehill's out, because for some reason, we judged Tannehill off of 11 games so far instead of 6. Y'all notice that? People in their head, whenever they say, how is Tannehill even done this year? For some reason, they still let the games he wasn't here creep into their decision of how he's doing. All right, man. What's up here? We chatting, John. Don't be scared of change, TD. I'm not scared of change. The number one thing that any leader or any coach or anybody should be able to handle, that is change. Matter of fact, I love change because one of my strong suits is being able to adjust with change, adjust to the change. The problem is we got coaches that when you get changes like 11 players that are starters on both sides of the ball going out, when you get change like that, you don't know how to adjust to it. You keep your same system and everything else you do in place and not adjust it. Oh, TD loves change because I actually thrive in change. And you know why I love it? Because most people can't thrive in change, and it's a strength of mine. And most of the time, it takes an even demeanor and having a mental system in place. You know what that mental system is? Recognizing, hey, it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, TD will probably get more out of these scrubs we got on the Dolphins team than Gates will get. You know why? Because they'll jump through walls for me. Because I'll jump through walls for them. I'll make sure I'm invested in making sure that they're developing. And guess what? I know a lot about football. But guess what? I ain't got to know nothing about football to do that either. I just got to know how to be a leader and holding people accountable that's responsible to do it. Hey, why isn't he improving? What's going on? Well, he's this, that, and this. Yeah, but why? Look, I mean, we look at film and you tell me his 3 technique or his this technique is pretty poor, and that's why he's not being able to get on that block well. Then why in practice do I not see you taking him to the side and making him for the 4 hours today do nothing but that? That ain't on him. It's a thing called skill versus will. This guy's out here coming out here giving his all every day, and you want to sit back, Burke, or whoever it is, you want to sit back and talk about he ain't good enough. Then what are you doing to make him good enough? Sitting there yelling at him all practice? Oh, you're getting beat. Come on, get it done. That ain't coaching. What is he getting beat at? And how can we improve that? His footwork. Why he ain't over there for the whole practice doing footwork drills? Well, we got to get him some reps. Why he get reps over here if he ain't ready for these reps? I ain't got to know nothing about football. All you got to do is be a great leader. I'm telling y'all, coaching, why you think a lot of coaches in the NFL, some of them never even played football, but some of them are damn near good. Because they're great leaders and they know how to hold the right people accountable and don't allow excuses. And they have good people skills. They know how to motivate people to jump through walls. Because they will also do the same for them if they're giving their all. The only thing a coach needs to know, even if they don't know anything about football, the only thing they need to know is, all they need to do is ask every member on that team, are you willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? That's the only thing he needs to ask every person on that team, including his coaches. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? So as you're coaching him and making sure you're holding him accountable in X, Y, and Z, and then the first time you hear an excuse come out of the mouth, hey, but didn't you tell me you're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful? As soon as he says, why you got me over here doing these drills all day? I want to be with the team. Didn't you tell me you want to do whatever it takes to be successful? I'm trying to help you be successful. I don't want you to be over here with this team, and then next thing you know, you can't even find your way on the roster. I'm going to turn you into more than what you are. Are you with me? Are you? So let me ask you again. They should be asking all week on that field, that practice field. Every time they hear something like that, are you willing to do what it takes to be successful? Of course I am. Well, hey, keep it going, baby. Keep it going. Let me say, matter of fact, I'm about to come. If it's an offensive lineman over there working on getting on the block or not getting beat off a block, I'm about to send one of our best defensive ends over here. I'm about to send him, and y'all gonna get some work in together. Because I've already talked to him, and he believes in me, and he believes in this team, and he's willing to do whatever it takes for the team to be successful. And he say he don't mind. He gonna help me out and come over here and work the hell out of you, try to beat up on you. And he gonna tell you, and he might even talk to you and give you some information on how you can be. But I don't think that's happening, y'all. That ain't happening on our practice field. They're not really working together. They running plays. This time of the season, they out there running plays, calling people out who ain't executing. That's what they doing. And they're leaving it up to, hey, man, you want to get better, you got to do that on your own time. There's too many people out here to be getting in free agency and all that would love to be in your position. There's too many people that would love to be in your position. You got to put the work in after practice. I agree they do, but you also got to put the work in on them in practice. You can tell with all the penalties and everything, we're not working on basics. We're not working on the techniques, and if we are, we're not doing it long enough. We're handing them a sheet of paper. Hey, this is my evaluation of you for the week. You know, you need to work on X, Y, and Z. Try to improve that. We'll see it in practice to see if you have, and that's it. That's like telling the baby, hey, man, you need to start talking at 3 months. You need to start talking. And we're going to need that improvement soon. You're not sitting there, da-da, mama, goo-goo. You're not helping them. You're not playing the game with them to get them to buy in either. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all commented so much. I'm so sorry. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I gotta skip all these comments and come down to the bottom because I'm way behind. I'm at least 100 comments behind, guys. I'm at least 100 comments behind. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom some, man, and see what y'all talking about, man. Oh, man. All right. We all love the arguments. LOL. Frank Gore is going to finish this season going hard, which will open up Amendola, Kenny Stills all day. It don't matter if Frank Gore ends up going hard if we're not running the freaking ball on a consistent basis. You notice we run just enough not to be dominant in running and not enough to – come on, man. Rudy, you're right if we run the ball. People need to realize we all bleed the same color, and the petty stuff needs to stop. Exactly, J-Rock. Ryan R85 opening people's third eyes right now. Trying. True, Ryan, we all have it. XEQT _ Ferb44 in the house. What's up, baby? When we do get it right with everyone in the organization, we will be feared in the NFL. But it's too many things that have to happen for us to get it right. And what I was just talking about is one of them, actually coaching. Why do you think Bill Belichick is so successful? You think this man just going out there and finding the perfect talent and putting them on the field and say, go. Nobody saw what I saw, but go show them. No! He's finding the perfect talent that he can move their number from here to here. That's what this man is out there looking for. He's looking for, he has the body, he has the stature, he has the speed, he has this and that. A lot of people don't know him, but I know what I can make him. That's what Belichick is doing. Why you think he take these players, make them into these stars? They're not superstars, but they're so good that, man, the Patriots have a revolving door. Y'all don't notice that. Players don't stay on that team long, not because he's getting rid of them. It's because he's made them so successful that when it's time for their free agency, he's looking at them like, go get your money because I'm not paying it. Go get your money. I'm not going to pay it. I'm going to pay some of y'all, I'm going to pay you decent, but I'm not. Belichick ain't giving nobody no top dollar because Belichick knows I made you. And them players ain't stupid either. Have you seen anybody leave the Patriots like Belichick this, that, and this? No, they go on, they get a new contract, and they thankful of Belichick. They thankful. They thankful of that coaching staff because the coaching staff is a reflection of Belichick, and Belichick instills those behaviors all the way through the organization of teaching and getting them to want to learn and showing them their potential and getting them to believe in themselves. And that's what you call a good leader. Let me keep it going, man, because I'm going to probably fall behind again, man. Why is no one talking about how bad Gesicki is playing? We need to get in the weight room pronto. Because nobody's working with Gesicki outside of just doing practice and telling him, hey, you got to work on this, you got to work on that. I'm convinced now. They're not working on the granular stuff, guys. Man, Ford did okay in preseason, Matthew. Y'all must have been talking about someone Isaiah Ford. They must be don't see enough in practice. I don't know. But that's another thing. You got to play like Isaiah Ford. We all knew this kid's talent. We felt like he could have been developed into a great wide receiver in the NFL. Are we really working with these guys? I think these guys are really just running reps and being told what they didn't do very well on the reps or what they can improve on the reps. Like a receiver, when you're running that route, make sure you stick your right foot in the ground, look right while you're sticking that. When you go left, you're going to get the corner to go that way. And then all the receivers done went, and it's Isaiah's Ford time again, and he's working on that. No, if that's his issue, hey, here's what I need you to do. Work on, bam, leg back, head right. Leg back, head right, and go. I want you to go up to the side. Just keep repping it. Keep repping it. Do that for about 15 minutes. I want to see how you look when you come back over here. No, what's happening is he's running it a little better. It can get better. Keep on working on it. He go back into the back of the line, waiting on his rep for tightening his glove. You see what I mean? Really working with these guys. And then appreciating after practice when you see that guy out there on the field, look at him working on it. Okay. But no, when you have a laxed environment, sometimes these guys, they're doing it in practice and then they move on. Man, we just put him on active roster because we put Jakeem in IR. I know. Next man up here is tough. 5-0 Tannehill, baby. I hope so. I would love that. Winning 5 in a row starts Sunday. Let's go. I'm not sure 10-6 will get it done, get us in. We need more help. I hate to say that. No, 10-6 will get it done, John. If you go look at the rest of their schedules, 10-6 should get it done. 10-6 should get it done. Because what we're saying is the other team's got to win 4+. At best, I have almost all of them going 3-3 before last week. At best, I have them all going 3-3, 8 wins. And even if somebody had the 4-2 in the last 6, that put them at 9-7. Because 10-6 means all the rest of them, anybody who beat us between the Colts and the see, this is all talk if we go 5-0, right? In order for any of those, the Colts or the Ravens to go to the playoffs over us, if we went out, they got to go 4-1 and win in the tiebreaker situation. Now the Ravens, if it's a 3-way tie, I got to see how that'll work between Ravens, Colts. Well, we won't know until we know all these games because we play a lot of conference games. Can you imagine how great we'd be if we had our starters in, Sitton, Wilson, Grant? Come on, man. Nobody debating that. You're spot on, man. And Flacco is out. That helps. Well, it depends because they get a little spark, aren't they? I know, but I hope. Finally going to see Isaiah Ford fresh legs. Are we? I mean, we saw Devontae Parker. He got one target. Kenny Stills was out there. We barely threw it to him. So, I mean, is Isaiah even going to – he might be active on the roster, but is he even going to get playing time? Hey, the legend TD, what's up? What up, Doggy Dog? 1523. Who's Ford again? Isaiah Ford, Eric. He's the wide receiver, man, that we brought in. And I'm not talking about brought in the offseason. We actually got him. We got him in didn't we draft Isaiah Ford? That wasn't a free agent pickup, right? I don't know how I already forgot. Y'all know I actually went to the draft this year, right? I actually went to the draft. I was at the draft. Let me see if I got some of that stuff, man. In fact, oh man, that was the last phone I had that I don't have anymore. I had all the pictures of the draft, man. Any good from where? Yeah, he was good, man. Finally, Isaiah will get his chance. Guarantee he will give more effort than Devontae Parker, 100%. But Parker gonna be out there. Parker's gonna be out there. So, I mean, thank you, TD, for these live streams. Much appreciating them. No problem, Jersey. Thank you for tuning in, man. I went to that Colts and Dolphins game. It was lit. Ryan looked so good. See, when you watch the games, you can actually see how the team plays. It was great. Doggy Dog 1523, thank you for that, because everybody don't see that, man. Everyone doesn't get that. Everyone doesn't get that, man. And unfortunately, everyone didn't get a chance to see Ryan's greatness in that game. It's very unfortunate, man. Hey. 2 TDs, no interceptions, not bad. Just couldn't pull it through. 2 passes on first. We got a great team. Just need good play calls. It's turning into insanity, y'all. It's turning into insanity. It really is. It's turning into insanity. And I'm gonna be honest, I hate it, y'all. TD really hates it. Tired of it, man. So tired of it, man. Fins up in the chat. All right, guys. Listen, man. I done been on this stream for an hour and a half, guys. I'm gonna call it, guys. This is TD Fins Talk. Somebody say we tripping about Gase and Dave. What you mean, Alan? Elaborate before I get out of here, man. I hope that's a good thing. But this TD Fans Talk, man. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I must say thank y'all for y'all love. Thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for tuning in every day. Thanks for being my entertainment at work. Hey, Eric, I'm trying, man. I got to go get to my own work right now, but because he needs to go. Yes, I know. You just mean in general. We tripping about Gates. I get it. See you on game day. You'll see me before that, Eric, man. I go live pretty often, man. But we got Buffalo coming up, man. What shall we do, man? We got Buffalo in our face. Are we gonna take care of business? We had 2,090 subscribers, man. Hopefully before the game, we definitely over 2,100. Ryan R 85, you have a good one too, man. Rest in peace, Buffalo. Yes. But guys, I'm out of here. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk. Continue to be active in the chat section. If you see any comments you don't like, go ahead and respond to them. I used to respond to every single comment that came through every single live stream, every single video I posted. Now it's gotten so out of hand that it's impossible for me to even keep up with because I get so many. But thank y'all for the love. That's why I'm always live sometimes too, because I get to at least respond to the comments to have that good interaction. But thank y'all. Thank y'all. We love you. Peace out. Appreciate you, Eric. I'm out, y'all. I got to get to work on my other channel. I'm going to work on my other channel that I'm about to create, guys, TD Sports Talk. I'm going to be talking all sports. I'm pretty much going to be doing a lot of NBA. But when it comes to the NFL, it's a lot of stories, but I only want to talk about my Dolphins. They're my boys, man. But I'm doing an NBA all sports, really. But I'm going to start out hitting this NBA, a lot of this stuff that's going on with these trades and all that stuff in the NBA, especially the Lakers. I have a vested interest. I'm a huge fan of Rajon Rondo, but I'm going to talk a lot about what's going on with the Lakers and what's going on in the NBA overall. So if you want to tune into that channel, it's TD Sports Talks. If you subscribe to my wife's channel on the live streams in the past, just keep that if you want to do it. Yeah, NBA stuff, Ryan. Keep that channel because I've converted that since we already got a good following on that. I've converted that to the All Sports channel, and I'm going to go ahead and do it, man. But this is TD Fans Talk, man. I am out. I am out. I am out. Thank y'all. Love y'all, man. Peace.